Okay, depending on what I end up choosing tonight, these will probably clicked for one of two reasons. Okay, so reason number one, you hate Yuri and you wanted another reason to hate him, or you wanted to see someone who agreed with you. Or reason number two, you love Yuri and you saw a video about hating Yuri, like, well, I love Yuri, and then watch video. Or the secret third option, which is neither of the above. Anyways, regardless of why you clicked it, you have been catfish because the title is a lie. I do not hate Yuri. I'm sorry, shoot me. Okay, so I first watched. Did I watch at least Spy Family first? I first watched, I think I first watched Spy Family. I've said that like 3 times about second. Anyways, I first watched Spy Family back in like 2021 when it was first like trending. I think it was one of the first times I was like watching like the weekly releases of the episodes, right? And then after, I think I'm watching 2 weeks, no, 3, 4 weeks of re-releases, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. I just couldn't wait anymore. So I started reading the manga because I have a Shonen subscription, which is like $4 a month. Which, oh my gosh, I have some serious beef for Shonen Jump. Okay, I've had a Shonen subscription since like 2019 or 2020, 2019. I've had a Shonen subscription since 2019, right? And first of all, it used to be so much cheaper. It was like 99 cents, and then it went to 199, and then it went to 200, which again, it's not like that bad, but I was like, anyways. So I started reading Shonen Jump, and oh my gosh, another beef I have, sorry. So like 2 days ago, or like 5 days ago, I started reading the entire Spike Family because I was just like, it's just so good, and I started I have people like posting on Twitter now, just yapping on Twitter to my and stuff, and like I had a meme which was like, episode Spike, oh my gosh, and it just brought back knowledge of Spike, so I started watching it again, I'm reading it again, and it was so good. But like, so right now, sorry, I feel really good. I am really good to my phone. But right now, like on Shonen Jump, I'm just checking. This is actually related to me. This is not just me being an But right now on Shonen Jump, Spy Family has um yes. Okay. So Spy Family has 107 chapters now, but I think technically with all the like in between chapters with like the cover art and then there was no official chapter that week or like the point one, point two, like little side stories, it's actually a total of 135 chapters, right? Okay, so I have so much discussion. I'm thinking, okay, I can just read the whole thing like I was binging it one day because I have a problem if I start with something I can't look at it. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I go to watch it, I'm reading, and then all of a sudden I go to click next, and it tells me you've reached your max chapters per day. Max chapters per day. If I'm paying for this, like I thought the whole point of paying for stuff was like you didn't have limits or those type of things anymore. I was like, whatever. So then I went to sleep because it was already like 4 a.m. So I was supposed to be in bed anyways. So I went to sleep. Anyways, okay. So like I said, I first read Spy Family back in 2020 when it was first trending, or 2021. I can't remember. I'm sorry. 2020 feels like eons ago, which was actually like 4 years ago. Oh my gosh, that it feels like two, but like it. Anyways, so I read it first, and back then I absolutely abhorred Yuri until like last week. Basically, I still hated him because when you read like the other manga, like watch anime, like they have this common trope of just throwing in a little, and it's just like okay, so like some examples that go to the top of my head where it's like I hate those characters, but like I strongly like them for is some from from Seki K, Tadahashi's brother. I forgot her name. I forgot his name. But he's one of those words where it's just like, girl, why the heck do you have a crush on your sister? You're weird, right? And I think we all, or let me not say we, because I don't know what you are, but I think everyone was kind of putting Yuri in that same like archetype of character, which is what I thought too. At first, I was like, okay. So when I first read it, I hated him for that. Like, ew, he's one of those weirdos. And like I can get that's opinion. That's fine too because whatever. But I was rereading it like last week, like I said, okay, and I actually don't hate him anymore. And I think it has to do with the fact that like as opposed to like a character like Terahashi brother, I need to go check. So keep okay. Terahashi Makoto. Okay. So unlike a character like Makoto Terahashi, where it's like Jeremy, he's just a weirdo, and it's like, oh my gosh, I love my sister. I think Yuri has more reasons for it because I'm not justifying it, but I think the problem or the problem that arises in the situation with not Terahashi with Yuri and Laura is that they have a relationship that's more akin to a mother and a son than they do that's like than to a brother sister relationship. Which it's like okay, what are you trying to say? So it's okay for it's not because she's mother, and that's not what I'm saying. However, I think it's more understandable in the sense of a lot of let me not say a lot of. I only know about Sigmund Freud because that's like the one popular like psychologist everyone knows. It comes into play in Sigmund Freud's Oedipus complex theory. I feel like people on TikTok, like these people on TikTok where they make like a YouTube theory, orange peel theory. I'm sorry, like it's such a I don't speak. I can't speak. Okay, and I also don't have notes, which I should have made notes, but I don't have notes. I'm just going to film. Okay, so like the Oedipus complex theory is based on a story that was written by the Greeks. I don't know. There's probably a specific Greek that wrote it that's popular or whatever. I don't know. I know the story. I just remember reading it back when I was really obsessed with Greek mythology. The story about Oedipus. Oedipus is this guy when he was young, I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure he gets kicked out of his house like really young, because of an oracle. Oh my gosh, but yeah, that's what happened. So his dad received an oracle that was like, this child is going to end up killing you. So in combat, or like in retaliation or preparation. I forget the word. Prevention of the prophecy or the oracle coming true. He sends someone to go kill his son. He pays someone to go kill his son. And you know how like the stories go. The person's like, "Oh, he's just a little boy. Like you don't deserve that." So instead of killing him, I think he harms him. Like I think disables him or something like that. So where it's like they believe, oh, he wouldn't be able to kill his dad if he had this disability or something. I could be wrong about that, but I don't remember. So the son ends up growing up entirely somewhere different, and then he ends up coming back to the city, not knowing that that's his father's city, and he kills his father and takes his mom as his wife, and then they have a baby. I'm pretty sure something like that. And then he finds out his mom is his mom and his dad was his dad, and he ends up killing himself and his mom. I don't know if he killed his mom. Don't go me on that. I know he kills himself though. But the Oedipus complex story, so the same. But Oedipus complex theory of Sigmund Freud is basically makes argument that naturally, or not naturally, but naturally, younger boys, like I think in his story it's 4 to 6. I can't remember again. I have the notes. But yeah, they tend to have crushes on their mother and view their father as an enemy because the father's stealing the mother away from them. But he's in his story he also states that this is not something that's temporary, permanent, nothing that's permanent. This is something that's to be a cause for concern because with time this infatuation does tend to fade away. Okay, back to Yuri. As I mentioned before, Yuri and Yor have more of a mother-son relationship as opposed to birth relationship. So whereas in a birth relationship, there's like maybe there is a rationale. Again, I don't do research, but there is while in a birth relationship there is no rationale as to why you would wind up developing, feelings for your brother. I think when you take Oedipus complex into account, it gives more reason as to why Yuri was get that because a cure to Oedipus complex is exposing the child in question as the child was ordered to go form more than traditional bonds, and then they end up being less dependent on that bond relationship with their mother, which makes those feelings failing because like it was never like a deeply rooted love. It was always just like a you're here, you're my mom, So and not really. But Yuri, as we've seen in like his backstory, he or like their backstory and based on like his college and stuff, he didn't make those connections. He went to college at 14. He started college, and he was not getting on those classes because he was a piece of child. And he also grew to depend on your even like in the present. I think it's like he's always with her. Like he doesn't want to leave her side, and that's like part of Oedipus complex is that you have to leave that to make those friendships, and Yuri has been able to do that. Which you might be like, oh well, that's still his fault, but I don't think it is. He can't help the fact that he can't make friends. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. And after looking at it in that light, I was reading as a thing. Like I thought he was Makoto level, and he's really not. So this is my Yuri defense, and yeah, I could try call for that. Cheers. Okay, sorry guys for dark outside. It's literally the same hour. It's just daylight savings. Like it's 4:32 p.m. right now. Why is it this dark out? I wish I could tell you. Anyways, I found that as much as the fact that I can play into this like theory of mine or like idea of mine. It's the fact that like even the things that like Yuri supposedly or like well not supposedly apparently like we see him get like jealous or mad and do it for it. It's things that's like like he's like, oh, she's gonna take away from me. That's something like a child would be like to the mom, like when the mom's doing something like, oh, I can clean better than you, I can cook better than you, I can like just things that like only like not only but like children have to be complaining about, not like grown adults. Which again, just further goes to, I guess, I'm using to further prove my point that he just views his mom and he's brain because he hasn't made the connections that he needs to separate that infatuation from mother from like actual romantic love. It's messed up.